Alright, I'm gonna make a little video on this. My brake line is leaking. It's fucking up the paint on the inside of my fucking wheel. All the way around. I just noticed it at work. Look at that shit. So, it's basically the brake line where it meets flush. It's leaking from the hose and the flat tip where the bolt goes in. On the driver's side, this is the passenger side. The driver's side actually did it like a year and a half, 2 years ago. So I'm pretty sure this is exactly what it's doing. It's dripping on the outside right there. It's not dripping over here anywhere. It's dripping back there towards the inside of the lip. I'm gonna pull this tire off. Jack the car up. Damn, look what it did to my wheel. If you leave fucking brake fluid on your shit, it's gonna eat it up. Fuck. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna sand this with 400 grit, get it smooth, wash it up good, and then I'm just gonna spray some satin black paint on the inside. I just gotta sand it, halfway towards me. Easy fix. Okay, so if you look, you can see where it's slinging when I drive. It's wet. And the culprit is this. I think it just needs to be tightened. The washer in between here or in between here needs to be reseated. So I might loosen it up a little bit, wiggle this around a little bit. Let me see. Yeah, you can see it's wet from right here. So it is gonna just be this. It's gonna be an easy fix. I'm gonna just, like I said, loosen it, move this around a little bit, reseat it, but I'm gonna clean it off basically. That's probably what it needs. And I'm gonna have to bleed the brakes in the rear, and I can show you how to do that by yourself. Probably cost you $6 with an old Coke bottle, which is you buy the soda, and then some tubing to put it around the bleeder valve. I'll show you. Alright, so I scraped all that old paint out with the scraper. Here's what I'm left with right now. I'm gonna sand it, get it smooth, and then paint it with some black. Alright, this is a 13mm. I'm gonna loosen it. I'm gonna clean this line where it connects. I really don't think it's the line. I think it's one of these. There's one right there that goes on the inside, and one that goes right there. Alright, I used acetone to clean that. This side and this side, you can see they're clean. It had a bunch of gunk on there. Like there's the back sides from leaking. It was all black like that. Now I'm going to clean the surface where it goes flush to it, and the washer. I'm actually not going to use this one. If you could see, it's not hard to focus, but it's got lines all around it from the teeth biting on here. Guess you want to call it teeth, or right here. It's got rings. It's hard to see, kind of, but anyhow, I got a new one. I'm just gonna throw that bad boy on there and get it to bite. I'm using acetone to clean this. That's the only thing at work. I tried to use a degreaser from Duplicolor. Didn't work so well. It worked, but it did too much work. Acetone just cleans it right off. And after I put this on, tighten it down, I'm going to bleed the brakes with this side just to see how it works, and then I'll bleed the the other side. I don't have to bleed the front, probably just the back ones because it's the only part that has air in it. Done deal. I'm actually going to clean this one that's on the bolt too. The washer on the inside, don't forget that washer. Let's see if we can get it to bite. Move it around a little bit while you tighten it. Get your 13 millimeter. Take 18 to 26 pounds on these. Should be done. Here's what you're gonna need to do the bleed the brakes. A little bottle with the tube that goes all the way down to the bottom, and of course brake fluid, .3. That's all you're gonna need, and of course to loosen this up. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put some brake fluid in here to maybe like right here at the bottom, so no air goes in it when I pump the brakes. And you want a pretty good snug hole right here. Alright, we got some liquid in here, some brake fluid. This is a 10 millimeter right here. And you're going to want to place the hose over this so it's airtight sealed into there. And just loosen this a little bit so that it can pump in. It's going to suck this when you pump it up into here and not let no air get in there. So I'm going to go in the car and pump it. Alright, I'm going to pump it 3 times. 1, 2, 3, all the way to the floor. I'm going to go 4 one more. Do it again. Let's go see where we're at. And if you see how it's flooded it now, that's what you want. That was pumping it 8 times. I'm gonna go some more. It's really nice and hard. All right, see, I'm done. Okay, so now I'm going to get that 10 and close it off. Nice and snug. Done deal. And then be careful when you pull this off. Let it run down as it did, and that's it. This should be done. I'm just going to repair the rim now. Let's see what happens. Or the inside of the wheel. I'm going to use a little bit of acetone and clean the bottom of that and check and see if it leaks. Clean it off nice and neat down there so I can see if it's leaking or anything. Close this bleeder cap again. Alright, I'm going to go pump it. And I do want to say, make sure that you fill up your brake fluid reservoir before you do this. You don't want no air in there, so fill it up pretty good. And then go from there. And then after right now, I'll probably put some more brake fluid on there and check it and see how it is. Oh, it feels great. It feels fucking great. I love it. Cool. Done deal. I will bleed the driver's side. This is the passenger. I'm not going to videotape that, but it's just going to take me a few minutes. But I'm going to start working on the wheel before I do that. First, I'm going to check to see if it's leaking. Nope, nothing. Ricking good, ricking good. Alright, I sanded as much as I feel like I should, because you're not even going to be able to see this on the inside. Letting my paint sit in the sun a little bit. This is what I'm using. Satin black, Krylon. Put tape around there so it doesn't get on the inside. I'm going to put a towel all around here and just spray this around it. I'm using sheets of paper, cutting them in half and then into pieces. You can use a deck of cards too, but this is what my wife has, a bunch of craft stuff, so I'm using it. And there we go. Now I'm going to lay a towel in the center of it to cover that. I'm ready to paint. Alright, I got the first coat on. Not too shabby. Alright, I got the second coat. I'm going to go with 3 coats on this bad boy. It's not perfect, but it's going to be fine. Can't even see the shit. Alright, I got the third coat on. It's going to work well. Alright, well the wheel's back on, the job is done. Came out pretty good. I'm going to go to work now and we're going to make sure that that's not leaking in there. We'll see. It's been a couple days, moment of truth. I'm going to fill, let me see, but I'm going to fill in the bottom of that where I tightened it. Feels dry. Nope, it's clean. This finger right here, I changed the copper washer. You could probably use your old one. It's up to you. You just gotta, cool, fixed it. Wiggle it, clean it, take it off and clean it. Clean every part with some acetone, and then put it back on, and then wiggle it and tighten it down. I think it's a 9mm or a 10, but it worked. Boom. Like and subscribe. I got a lot of content on Challengers. This would work for a charger probably also.